Hi, Sam. How are you? It's good to see you. Hi. Wow.
It's a bucket.
It's a bucket.
It's a bucket.
It's a garbage can.
Nice. High five.
The story I want to share with you today, you're still eating your Cheerios. That's okay. A long time ago, I had a dream. And it was one of those dreams that I couldn't forget. Have you ever had a dream that you couldn't forget?
Yes.
Yeah.
A scary.
It was a scary dream? Well, this one was kind of scary, but mostly this one was sad. And what this dream was, I suddenly found myself floating up in the air, higher and higher, out into space. And when I opened my eyes and looked back, there was a great big garbage can. A garbage can. It wasn't a pink one. It was actually one of those old metal ones, the kind of shiny steel ones with the ridges on it. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
This one?
And it had a lid. This one doesn't have a lid.
Well.
But I went over and I very anxiously and a bit frightenedly opened the lid. And when I did, the planet, the whole planet Earth was in the garbage can.
Wow. That's amazing.
And when I looked at it, it looked really sad because there was really, really bad smog in the air. Some places you couldn't hardly breathe. There was water gushing out of pipes that was brown and smelly.
Oh, I know what that is.
There were dead trees everywhere. And there were animals that were being treated really horribly. This is chickens that are in a cage and they can't even move. And you can't really see them. And
Sad.
there were children with empty plates with nothing to eat. And there were children with empty water buckets and no clean water to drink. And there were children that were afraid because there were bombs going off around them. And there were children that were sick and there was no medicine. And there were children that were lonely. And the whole earth was crying.
It can cry.
Well, it was. In my dream, it was crying.
Rain.
And then another weird thing happened in this dream. All of a sudden, floating through space was this guy that I have talked about before, Jesus. And he looked at this earth and he looked at me and said, "This isn't what God wanted." Not at all. God wanted humans to make paradise. Do you know what paradise is? No. Paradise is when things are full of love, when things are joyful, when things are going well. Paradise is when people are looked after, when they're not feeling good. And so I started to wonder what that might look like. What if, instead of all these dead trees, what if we had new trees to plant? And what if, instead of all this dirty air, we had nice blue, clear skies? And what if, instead of chickens in cages, we had chickens running on the grass? And what if, instead of dirty water, we had nice, clean rivers? And what if every child had enough food to eat? And what if there was clean water to drink everywhere?
That would be super.
That would be super nice. What if, instead of the bombs, what if everyone could live together in peace? What if, instead of being sick, there was medicine to help everyone? And what if, instead of being lonely, we all had family and friends? That's, I think, what paradise is about. I think. This was a world that was smiling instead of crying. And so we're going to sing our song, and then what I'm going to ask you to do, and Michelle already knows about this, I would like you to think over the next little while about what kinds of things we might do, or things that we shouldn't do anymore, that would bring paradise to our lives and to our planet. And we're going to ask you to come back at the end of worship to share some of what you have thought of that. Does that sound okay? So let's sing together our cosmic hymn of praise. The last time, by the way, we're singing this, so we have to sing it well. Sun and moon, praise God. Shining stars, praise God. Highest heavens, praise God. Let all creation sing. Hallelujah. Lift your voices, join creation's cosmic hymn of praise.
Please be seated.